All right, let's get right into it. We're going to break down the actual science of connection. In this explainer, we're diving deep into the psychology of instant rapport, and I've got 8 simple but seriously powerful tricks to make pretty much anyone like you. I mean, who hasn't, right? You've been there, that networking event, that party, maybe even a first date, and you're just wishing you could click with someone right away. Well, it turns out that key isn't really a secret at all. It's just some fascinating psychology that anyone can learn. So we're going to build this up in 3 phases. And first up, we have to talk about the first impression. I mean, it's everything. These first few tricks are all about what you do in those critical opening moments that can completely change how the rest of the conversation goes. Okay, trick number 1. Now, what's so wild about this is how simple it is. Uncross your arms, turn your body towards someone, give a little nod while they're talking. These aren't just, polite things to do. They are powerful, primal signals that tell the other person you're open, you're receptive, and you're trustworthy. You're basically saying, hey, I'm here with you and I'm listening, without saying a word. And this is why it's so incredibly effective. Our brains are just hardwired to pick up on these nonverbal cues, almost completely on a subconscious level. So before you've even said hello, your posture has already sent a clear message. It answers the ancient question, are you a friend or a foe? And that creates a feeling of either comfort or defense in the other person's mind. Let's talk about trick number 2, the Dushin smile. Now, this is not your polite cheese for the camera smile. This is the real deal. It's that kind of smile that genuinely reaches your eyes and makes the corners crinkle up. And you know what? It's incredibly hard to fake, which is exactly why it's so powerful. This quote just nails it. A real smile completely bypasses our brain's critical filters. It's a universal sign that you mean no harm, which instantly lowers the other person's social defenses and makes them way more open to connecting with you. It's like a social superpower. Okay, this next one might feel really small, but trust me, its impact is huge. When you meet someone, really make an effort to catch their name. Then, just find a natural moment to use it. Don't overdo it, not 10 times, but just once or twice. It just shows you are paying attention, that you cared enough to remember. And here's the cool science behind why this works. To us, our own name is like the sweetest sound in the world. It literally lights up different parts of our brain compared to other words. It's a simple but profound way to make someone feel truly seen and important in that moment. All right, you nailed the first impression. Feeling good. Now for phase 2. Taking that initial spark and building on it. This is where we move past the boring small talk and start to forge a real, genuine connection. Now, the mirroring technique is absolutely fascinating. If you notice they lean in, you might lean in a little bit too. If they touch their chin while they're thinking, maybe a little later, you do the same. But, and I can't stress this enough, the key is subtlety. You are not playing a game of Simon Says. You're not mimicking them. You are synchronizing with them. There's a big difference. And the reason this works is a principle called the chameleon effect. It turns out we all naturally and unconsciously start to mirror the people we like and feel comfortable with. So by doing it intentionally and subtly, you're basically hacking into that system. You're sending a subconscious signal that says, hey, we're alike, we're on the same wavelength. Trick number 5. Honestly, this might be the most important one of all. It's active listening. Just look at this breakdown here. On the right, you've got passive hearing, which, let's be honest, is what most of us do. We're just waiting for a gap in the conversation so we can jump in with our own story. But active listening, that's a whole different game. Your goal isn't just to respond. Your goal is to actually understand. You're completely present with them. And that's what it all comes down to. In a world where everyone is just screaming to be heard, being the person who actually listens, well, that makes you incredibly rare and incredibly charismatic. You're giving them the gift of feeling validated and respected, and that is powerful. All right, get ready for a total mind bender. You'd think that to get someone to like you, you should do favors for them, right? That makes sense. But what if I told you that asking them for a small favor could actually make them like you more? This is called the Ben Franklin effect, and it's brilliant. Let's walk through it. You ask for something super small, like, hey, could you pass me a napkin? They do it. Now their brain has to make sense of that. It goes, why did I just help that person? I wouldn't do a favor for someone I dislike, so I must actually like this person. It's this fantastic little bit of mental gymnastics our brains do to avoid contradiction. So we've made a great first impression. We've built a real connection. Now for the grand finale, phase 3, leaving a lasting positive impact. How do you make sure they remember you fondly long after you've said goodbye? Look, anybody can say, "Nice shirt." It's forgettable. But a specific compliment? That shows you're actually paying attention. The trick is to compliment the choice someone made, not just the thing itself. It's the difference between good talk and "I was so impressed by the way you explained that complex idea." One is empty, the other makes someone feel truly seen. And get this, here is the wild psychological reason this works so well. It's called spontaneous trait transference. Basically, whatever traits you use to describe other people, people will unconsciously start to associate with you. So if you're always telling people how brilliant and kind they are, guess what? People will start to see you as perceptive and kind too. And finally, you've got to stick the landing. Don't just let a great conversation awkwardly fizzle out. End it on purpose, on a high note. Reference something positive you talked about. It solidifies that good feeling for the entire interaction. This technique taps into a powerful mental shortcut called the peak end rule. Our brains don't remember experiences like an average of the whole thing. Instead, we disproportionately remember two things: the most intense moment, the peak, and how it ended. So, by controlling the end of the conversation, you get a huge say in how the entire interaction gets filed away in their memory. So, what does this all add up to? You see, these aren't just a random collection of tricks. They're tools that point to a much bigger idea. It's all about shifting your focus from trying so hard to be interesting to instead being genuinely interested in other people. It's about making them feel seen, valued, and heard. And maybe the most important takeaway of all is that connection isn't some magic talent you're born with. It's a skill. It's something you can absolutely learn and get better at. So you now have this amazing new toolkit to build better, faster, and more genuine connections. The only question left is the one you see right here. Which one of these powerful tools are you going to take out for a spin and use to brighten someone's day first?